remember to speak slowly and wait for Mr. Ackerman to ask this question before you start answering, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Please be seated. Did y'all have a nice lunch today? Yes, it looks like the rain's back, so I'm not sure if y'all stepped outside. It looked like it was coming down pretty good. And again, everybody's continued to abide by the rule, correct? And you haven't yet discussed the case. Everybody ready to proceed? Okay. I think Mr. Ackerman has a few more questions for Ms. Agee.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You may inquire.
Ms. Agee,
Yes, sir.
you've watched the testimony here today and everything else. There was a video they showed. It was about a 30, whatever it was, minute-long video of you at the store walking back and forth, and then in particular, up front, back and forth. You
Yes,
remember
sir.
that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why were you walking back and forth up front?
I didn't think Keith was coming, but to be on the safe side, I had told him to come and see me. So just in case he did come, I wanted to be the first person. When I told him I would be the first person he'd seen, I was going to be the person he contacted.
Okay.
That's why I was in front of the store.
And were you there for the time you thought he'd be arriving?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And so you walking back and forth waiting for him?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is State's Exhibit number 48. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is that your, I mean, take a look at that picture. What were you thinking when that picture was taken?
If that boy comes here, I'm going to beat his.
May I promise this? May I show this?
You may.
Just real quick, this is the picture on the phone. You'll get a copy, you'll be able to look at this back. That's the expression you had.
Yeah, I was upset. I was mad.
You left, why?
I left.
You left, you were walking back and
Oh,
forth?
I stayed after the time that he said, and then I was like, he ain't coming. I never thought he was coming to begin with. But after I stayed there for a while, I said, he ain't coming, so.
Okay. During the course of this 2 hours on the 11th, the texting back and forth, you told him that, oh no, she doesn't know you're coming, again, we know why, hope we know why. Did you ever tell her that did she know that he was texting you and what he was saying?
Yes, she knew that he was texting me. 'Cause
How?
I told her, I said, crazy's text, and she knew who I was talking about. And whenever we got in the car, I just passed her the phone. She read the text, handed it back to me and said, your child's got issues. I said, you telling me.
Okay. Did she act like she was afraid or scared or concerned?
No, I don't, Brooklyn didn't think he was, she knows how Keith was,
Okay.
how he blustered and done that. He's done that to her before.
Okay. Okay. State's opening, we went through all this, and then 1:59 PM, the detectives discovered, well, in other words, did you erase your phone? The text.
Yes, I did. Whenever this incident happened, and Keith ran out of the store, and I got outside, you can check my call log, I tried to call Keith 3 times to tell him to stop and turn his stuff in. But there was no answer. It actually went to voicemail all 3 times. And then a few minutes later, I was going to text Keith to stop and turn his stuff in. And I was so mad because I had Keith saved in my phone as my baby. And when I looked down at that text and seen my baby, I said, no, you killed my baby. And on the iPhone, I don't know about now, but used to, on the iPhone, you could swipe your text away. And when I said, no, you killed my baby, and I just got mad and just swiped it. I mean, it wasn't like I erased those message of texts. It's like I erased every text me and him has ever texted in our whole life. I mean, at that time, I wasn't thinking that I'd done anything wrong. I was just mad because of the situation that happened.
You just said it without me asking, but did you erase it because you thought you had done something wrong?
No, sir.
I have no further questions this time.
Ms. Jensen's going to have some questions for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Agee, you just said that you didn't think he would show, but
No.
if he did, you were there to beat his.
Right.
Well, that boy did show up, and you didn't beat his, did you?
No, ma'am, I didn't see him.
Tell this jury, when you warned Brooklyn that she might be in harm's way.
When we were going to lunch, I passed her the phone, and I let her read the text.
What text?
The text that me and Keith had sent back and forth.
You and Keith have matching tattoos, don't you?
Yes, ma'am, we did.
And Keith in your phone is listed as my baby.
Yeah, I just said that, yes.
Right. And you said in the text messages that the jurors heard this morning that Keith will always be your baby, correct?
Yes, he's my child, yes.
And you also said in those text messages that you like Brooklyn, but you love Keith.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question.
She said she likes Brooklyn,
Mhm.
but she loves Keith.
Yes, I told Keith that he's mad.
My
You-
question
Just
was,
yes or no,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes, ma'am, I'm sorry, yes,
It's a yes or no
Yes,
question?
yes, yes.
Mr. Ackerman, please do not interrupt.
yes.
and in those text messages, you said you would do anything for Keith because he is your child, correct?
I said anything that I could,
Anything that you could,
right.
like send an address, right?
No, not like that.
So Mr. Ackerman was talking to you about your different tactics depending on Keith's mood,
Yes, ma'am.
right? You said sometimes you have to agree with him, sometimes you have to disagree with him, whatever works to calm him down,
Yes, ma'am.
right? So what was your tactic that you were using when you sent him the address to Home Depot?
Okay, my tactic then, as a mother, I figured if I could, at the following text, I said, you would thank me when you're chilling with your daughter one day. I figured if I could get to him and I could touch him, I could stop him. That's what my tactic was, ma'am.
So your tactic was to bring him from Alabama to Pensacola so that you could touch him first?
My tactic was to bring him to me, yes, ma'am.
How did that work?
It did it, ma'am.
What part of him saying that he was going to, or excuse me, let me back up. You mentioned during your testimony with Mr. Ackerman that you didn't take a lot of what Keith said seriously.
Yes, ma'am.
So what part of him saying that he was going to kill Brooklyn was not serious?
To me, all of it, because he has said this before. He said it on the 11th. But if you would go back to the text that me and Keith has had months and years and other times, I understand your job. Your job is to pick out what I done wrong. But you haven't picked out the last 3 years. It's like your job is a
Ma'am.
witch hunt.
Ma'am,
That wasn't
just
my
answer the
question.
question.
My job is to bring out the truth.
And that's what I'm giving you.
So what part of him saying that he was going to shoot Brooklyn?
I didn't
did
believe
you
any
not-
of it.
Ma'am,
I'm not
let-
done.
Oh, sorry.
let her-
What part of that did you not think was serious?
I didn't believe any of it.
What part of him asking where you guys were so that he could come kill Brooklyn was not serious?
I didn't think he was coming, ma'am.
What part of him counting down his travel from Alabama to Pensacola did you not think was serious?
I didn't think he was coming, ma'am.
Now, you keep talking about these other text messages. You deleted your text messages, correct?
Yes, ma'am. I said that.
You also mentioned that Brooklyn was the best mama and was such a good girl.
She was.
And you sent your son to her location where he killed her.
No, ma'am, I sent my son to me. I told him you can come shoot me.
But he came to the location you sent and he killed her.
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Agee,
Yes, ma'am.
your son had no idea where you and Brooklyn were that day, did he?
No, ma'am.
Your family testified how you and Brooklyn were so close, you were like mother and daughter, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you mentioned that your son was seeing a couple other people, but you had no idea if Brooklyn was seeing anyone
I
else.
said I didn't think Brooklyn was seeing anybody else. Yes, ma'am.
But you're so close, like mother and daughter, and you don't know that.
Well, I mean, I had never heard Brooklyn say she was dating or sleeping around with anybody else. No, ma'am. I did not.
You said at some point you started changing your tactic because Brooklyn means nothing to him, so you started using Casey, correct? To try to calm him down.
No, I didn't say Brooklyn means nothing to him. I said I was using Casey because he was mad at Brooklyn. I was using Casey to try to calm him down.
Okay, so you're trying to calm him down.
Yes, ma'am.
So then you tell him he's stupid, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And you tell him he's a dummy,
Yes, ma'am.
and you call him a,
Yes, ma'am.
and you tell him he's got mental issues.
Yes, ma'am.
How does that tactic work? to
It has
calm-
worked in the-
I'm not done.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, ma'am.
How does that tactic work to calm him down?
It has worked in the past, ma'am.
By calling him names?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Ackerman talked to you about that text message where you say, if you don't come kill her, you a MF. You remember that?
Yes, ma'am.
And you said your testimony at that point was that you were sick of Keith, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And that's why you sent that.
I was sick of the way he acted, and I was being condescending, ma'am.
Okay, well, you said you were sick of Keith in your
Yes, ma'am.
testimony.
Yes, ma'am.
So if you were sick of Keith that day, Miss Agee, why didn't you shut your phone off?
Ma'am, if I had to do it all over again, I would shut my phone off. I'd throw it out the window. I would.
I didn't ask you.
You asking me
had-
why?
Ma'am,
I didn't ask you.
well, Ms. Jensen's not had a chance to get her full question out, so I'm asking that Ms. Agee just wait. That way the court reporter can get it down as well. Okay?
I didn't ask you what you would have done if you had to do it all over again. I asked you on that day, August 11th, 2023, why didn't you shut your phone off?
I don't know, ma'am.
Why didn't you block him?
I don't know, ma'am.
Why didn't you ignore him and just not respond?
I've asked myself that, ma'am.
You also testified at, there's a text message at about 11:10 a.m., about 2 hours prior to the shooting, where you told Mr. Ackerman that you felt like Keith was de-escalating. Do you remember that?
Yes, ma'am.
And you felt like it was over at that point.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But then you continue to warn him about going to jail and giving him some consequences.
Yes, ma'am.
What's your tactic there if he's already de-escalated?
Of reinforcing that you're going to jail, ma'am.
You never said, don't do it, right?
I told him you'd have to shoot me. I said you will have to shoot me.
So your testimony also was at that point he's de-escalated. And then a few texts later, you tell him to come to Pensacola, right?
To see me, yes.
Well, you actually said, come to Pensacola and do it so he doesn't shoot Brooklyn in front of Casey.
I don't know if that's the order it come in, but yes, ma'am, I don't think that's the order it was in.
Now, you made mention about you didn't know if he was going to shoot at the police.
Yes,
Were you talking about in Citronelle or were you talking about in Pensacola?
I'm talking about anywhere, because he made a statement that he would shoot at the police.
Okay, so did you think that was a possibility?
As I told Mr. Ackerman, it's a possibility if roof to fall in. I didn't think he would come in.
Well, you knew that Keith has shot at people before when he was a juvenile.
Yeah, but I didn't think, Keith never shot at the police, as far as I know. But he made that statement in a text, and I didn't know.
Ms. Agee, you said that Keith loved Brooklyn, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
He put 20-plus holes in her body. And it's your testimony to this jury that he loved Brooklyn?
Yes, ma'am. I said I think Keith loved Brooklyn.
It's yes or no?
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Now, you also mentioned how you suggested that he come to Pensacola to get out of Citronelle. You said you were trying to get him out of Citronelle.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm asking you those.
I'm answering you.
Okay. What made sense for you to get him out of Citronelle and send him to Pensacola?
To come to me.
It made sense to you to have him drive from another state to come to you?
At that time, ma'am, yes. I thought I was doing the right thing. I'm not, can I answer?
Sure.
Okay. I'm not saying that I made the totally right decision. I'm probably an idiot, but I was doing what I thought was right.
You acknowledge that you deleted your text messages, correct?
Yes, I did. Yes, ma'am.
And you said, actually, in your testimony with Mr. Ackerman, that you were worried about looking stupid. You said in your text messages, when you asked Keith to delete them, that you were worried about looking stupid.
Yes.
But now you just testified that you deleted them because you didn't want to be associated with Keith.
When I told Keith to delete them, that was way in the beginning of the hour and a half before we stopped texting. Yes, ma'am, I did. That was an hour and a half before we stopped texting, I'm sorry.
You testified with Mr. Ackerman that you were just trying to diffuse the situation, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
At what point on August 11th, 2023, did you actually diffuse the situation?
As I stated, I was trying.
Not one of your tactics worked, did they?
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am, they did not.
Now, you said never in a million years did you think that Keith would come shoot Brooklyn
No, ma'am.
in the middle of Home Depot with people everywhere.
No, ma'am.
He sure did it, didn't he?
Yes, ma'am, he did.
And he did it at the location that you provided him.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, you testified that Keith has threatened his dad and his stepmom, right?
Yeah.
And you said, but that was okay because he was taking up for Brooklyn.
No, I never said it was okay. I did not say it was okay.
Maybe I misunderstood.
Yes,
My
ma'am,
apologies.
you did.
And you said in your testimony that once he cussed you, it was now between you and him and no longer between him and Brooklyn, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So him talking about shooting Brooklyn didn't offend you. But when he cussed you, that's what set you off?
No, ma'am. I said that was my way to get him off of Brooklyn and onto me.
Now, when you and your attorney were going back through these text messages, it was quickly glossed over the part where you actually sent the address to Keith.
No, ma'am. I said I sent the address.
Right, and you said you sent the address where I was, meaning you. You said I sent the address where I was.
Yeah, if you say so, yes, ma'am. I just thought I said I sent the address, but
But that's also where Brooklyn was, correct?
yes, ma'am.
And he'd been threatening to kill her, right?
Yes, ma'am.
He never threatened to kill you.
Yeah, he told me, yeah, I see it. Well, he told me I'm only giving you one warning. Yes, he did.
In the text message?
Yes, ma'am, in the text message. He said, I'm only warning you one time, Mama.
To
Yes.
stay out of his way.
Yeah, and I wasn't, and I told him I was in his way. I was gonna be in his way.
You said in one of your text messages that he was going to see you, not Brooklyn, and that he was going to thank you when he was chilling with his daughter one
Yes,
day.
ma'am.
Right. He's not chilling with his daughter, Miss Agee, now is he?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
He's not chilling with his daughter.
No,
He's chilling in prison.
yes, ma'am.
As a matter of fact, Miss Agee, you could have saved both of them by not sending that address.
Yes, ma'am.
So, on one hand, you say that you didn't believe he was coming to the store.
Yes, ma'am.
He told you he was coming.
Yes, ma'am.
He gave you a countdown of his locations, correct? Correct?
Oh, he told me one time he was 45 minutes away. Yes, ma'am.
Well, he told you he was coming through Movico, wherever that is. That's in between his work in Pensacola.
Okay.
He told you he was getting on the interstate.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
He
Yes,
told you
ma'am.
he was 45 minutes out.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? And you were concerned enough, Miss Agee, that you lingered around the entrance looking for him, correct?
Yes.
So there was a chance he was going to show up.
I was trying to make sure that if he did, I was there.
Okay. So there was a chance you thought he might show up.
There's a chance it's still in the fall.
And you were pacing around and you were looking out the door, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So with the chance that he may show up, you don't call the police, right?
Yes.
You don't go tell a manager,
No, ma'am.
hey, my son is on the way, has been
No.
threatening one of my employees and the mother of my granddaughter. You don't tell anybody that.
No, ma'am.
You don't take Brooklyn to another location.
No.
And at this time, would you not agree that
Folks, make sure your phones are turned off.
would you not agree that Keith was highly upset about this STD?
No more than he was upset about it 3 days before or 2 days before that.
Sure, the week before. He
Yes.
was very upset about this STD
Yes, yes.
that he thought Brooklyn gave him.
I sent Keith the results of Brooklyn's report that she didn't have an STD.
My question was,
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
he was very upset for however long it was about potentially having an STD.
Yes,
And he believed that Brooklyn gave it to him.
that's what he said.
And not one time on the August 11th day do you remind him that her test came back negative.
No, ma'am.
So you knew that Brooklyn had called the police on Keith before.
No, ma'am. No, he told me that. That was hearsay. Do I know? Did Brooklyn tell me that? No,
Okay,
no.
so did Keith told you that Brooklyn called
Yes,
the police on him?
yes.
And at some point, she had an injunction against him.
I don't know.
You had him arrested before, didn't you?
Yes.
And his dad had an injunction.
I don't know.
Will you
Yeah,
testify?
I said that's what they said. I said that's what they said.
Okay, well, you testified to that earlier.
I said that they said.
Okay. And you knew that Keith shot at someone before.
I knew he shot. I ain't saying that someone.
Ms. Agee,
Yes,
Mr.
ma'am.
Ackerman's first question to you during your testimony was if you would ever do anything to hurt Brooklyn, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And you said no. But you sent that address where she was located.
Not to hurt Brooklyn.
I'm sorry.
Not to hurt Brooklyn
You know Keith is a hothead, correct?
at times.
And you threw gasoline on his temper with those text messages. Did you not?
I did what had worked before. If you say I threw gasoline that time, I would agree with you. Yes, ma'am.
hours that you went back and forth with text messages, 2 hours.
Yes, ma'am.
How long would it have taken you to shut your phone off?
A second.
Speaking of these text messages, so the jury has heard that 911 was called at 1:21 p.m.
Yes, ma'am.
And they've also heard that you deleted your text messages at 58 p.m.
Yes, ma'am.
Where were you when you deleted those text messages?
Mistress, I don't want to lie to you. I think I was in the parking lot, I think.
Ms. Agee, you said at the very end of your testimony earlier that it is horrific, your words,
Yes, ma'am.
horrific,
Yes, ma'am.
what your son did to your child's mother. And it is equally horrific that you helped him do it, isn't it?
No, ma'am, I didn't help him to do anything. No, ma'am, not at all.
There's not a question right now.
Was it horrific that Keith took a life?
Yes, sir.
Despicable,
Yes, sir.
horrific?
Yes, sir.
Did you think, when this happened, that you were pouring gasoline on it?
No, sir.
Did you have any inkling that you were encouraging him? Did you think that that's what you were doing?
No, sir.
The state's asking you, if you pour gasoline on a fire, we all know what's going to happen,
Yes.
correct? It's going to increase. Are you visualizing this? When this is going on,
No,
your
sir.
son is talking stupid.
Yes, sir.
A young lady that you care very much for is on the other end of it.
Yes, sir.
It's not the first time, the second time, or the third time he's done that.
No, sir.
Did you think you were pouring gasoline on a?
Objection, asked and answered.
No, sir.
Sustained.
First question that the state asked you was, you said you liked Brooklyn, but you loved him.
Yes, sir.
What did you mean by that? Why did you say that?
Because he was saying I was totally taken up for Brooklyn all the time. So what was I supposed to say? Yeah, I love Brooklyn. I mean, I love Brooklyn. I love Brooklyn now. I will love Brooklyn till I die. Am I an idiot?
Objection, Judge.
Sustained.
Will Brooklyn's memory stay with you for the rest of your life?
Objection, relevant.
Sustained.
Throughout every one of these texts, what was your goal?
To not let anything, to stop Keith. That was my goal, was just to stop Keith.
Okay. Did you think in reality that he was coming?
No, I did not. When I called my mother,
Sustained.
I'm sorry.
Just, Ms. Agee, just
I'm
wait for
sorry.
Mr. Ackerman to ask you a question, okay?
yes, ma'am, sorry.
When you called your mother, you what? Did you say?
When I called my mother and I told her,
Objection, hearsay.
Sustained.
Every time you responded to one of his texts, were you thinking I should hang up or I should stop this or anything like that?
I was thinking, just to stop him, trying to calm him down, just hopefully make him see what he was doing.
All the questions that the state asked you, did you ever have any intent to help him, to induce him, entice, whatever, the words that the state used?
Sustained. Mr. Ackerman, if you have a new area of inquiry based on the cross, you can ask it, but
Trying to
these
read my
questions
notes
have
here.
been asked a number of times.
I have no further questions, Judge.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Ms. Agee, you can step down.